some very scary things coming out of VP's lineup. They've got this Veno, Warlock, ET, this team fight. People are just going to die on Optic Gaming's lineup.
There's a lot of fun stuff, to be honest, on VP. Optic's approach, though, it looks like they're really trying to focus on trying to win these lanes. I think that's like, you have to win lanes versus VP, otherwise they're just gonna run over the game. So the undying pick for me, I do like that. I do think this could be something that works for them. So the fun stuff coming out from VP, like you said, they've got Warlock, Veno, and ET, nice combos. They've also got Warlock and Kunkka. I'm looking forward to some Fatal Bonds combos. I'm not sure about you, but Fatal Bonds with Veno, we haven't seen it too much, but it allows Poison Nova to be lethal.
Absolutely, and it used to be sort of the combo back when sort of Veno was in its prime in the meta that you just would never get through a draft.
Yeah.
Because of how hard it can be to play against.
And they've got a lot of counter initiation and initiation plus vision with like the Beastmaster. So like Beastmaster and Kunkka might be the initiators, while Warlock and ET can act as those counter initiators, while on Optic, they need to get the Blink Dagger on the Sand King at a pretty decent time, but he's also playing that support role. So it's going to be pretty hard for him to get that one. So they're going to have to like pretty much have 33 running to start the fights a lot of the time.
Mango. Oh, wow, that's fancy there, thanks to Leia. 16 mangoes.
That seems like about the average, right? 16 mangoes each game. I was counting like 14, between 14 and 18 in some occasions.
There we go. BP.
Let the chat will begin.
They are ready to play here in this game too. And obviously going to be feeling on quite a high after game one.
Yeah, look at this. They're doubling down on the lanes. They're putting an aggro tri-lane. They're not even just doing dual lanes this time around.
And it is a strong aggro tri-lane. As you say, if they have very strong potential laning here, Optic.
They might even be able to get a kill if Roger steps up here. Zai shows himself a bit soon. And look at this, Ramsey's actually just TPing to the wave. Make sure he can get experience. Instead of getting zoned away from it, no one does not get a good block in the mid lane. CCNC actually gets it perfect on his high ground, so he's able to get the full drain out.
Oh, well, see how CCNC can do, because as we saw in game one, CCNC, he did actually pretty well in the 1v1.
He did great. He won the lane. Yeah. He pretty much, he took the tier 1 before no one actually hit the his opposing tier 1. So it was pretty impressive by him. And this is a pretty good Razor matchup as well.
And already, look, they've sort of eased off on the trial, and they've sent PPD up towards the top. So they will be resorting back to those duo lanes that we can expect to see.
I guess it was just like to attempt for a first blood. Yeah. Just to go behind the tower. Roger, getting some hit cheers.
With the stun, Pycat. Ramses and Roger, they're just chasing down Zai. Should be fine. Roger as well, having to be careful as Pycat does right-click him down pretty low.
Yeah. Ooh, Pycat takes a lot of damage there from those creeps.
The wave's shoved underneath the tower down that bottom lane. Mid lane, CS 6 for 3, 4 for 0. So no one, despite having being sort of shoved out of the first wave, he's getting himself back in.
Yeah, you've got to play pretty well around the static link. The nice thing is you have Quelling Blade and you have your Tidebringer, which are those like damage bonuses, which aren't reduced, so you'll be able to last it at least a little bit, but it's still very, very hard versus the Razor. Very dominant versus those melee heroes. I remember last time I said that, the Kunkka actually killed the Razor right afterwards, so that was a couple of days ago, though.
We'll keep an eye on that middle lane, see if any outplay sort of happens. Top lane, is anyone sort of likely to go down in this, or?
This is a pretty strong, I mean, Beastmaster is always a very strong pressure in lane. They just have to make sure not to get double decayed. And then they'll be able to put a lot of pressure, VP that is, over Optic. And bottom, I would say the Last Dragon Sand King should be able to pressure the Venomancer and ET more so. We'll just have to watch Roger with the stacks in particular, how he's going to be able to manipulate with the Spirit. Ramses.
The stun here. They are level 2 on the two of them, so Pycat and Zai. They may be able to find this here. Ramses trying to run away. He's not going to make it. First blood for Optic.
These double stun dual lanes, the Sand King Lash, I've seen them have a lot of success in this tournament in particular.
CS across the map at the moment. Ramses, certainly the one to be suffering. PPD being forced out here by the two of them. I guess it's sort of in a way as well, the decay can sort of work against Optic, right, in the fact that
the heal is better.
The heal, the shadow word to sort of work whilst the HP is low, and as long as you can make sure you, as you say, you don't really let the decay stack on you too much.
As long as you don't get, it's really all about the double decays. If you get hit by a couple, like one person, you should be okay, because Infernal Blade's also percentage damage, so you just don't want both.
I guess, it works both ways.
Yeah, it works both ways in that essence.
33, 60 for 1, 60 for 2 between
Bottom
the two.
again.
Ramses is in trouble. They're going to be able to take him down once more. Here, potentially the stick charges. Is it enough, Ramses? One more click from Zai does it. They take him down again. Zai and Pycat playing this dual lane very, very nicely.
Yep. They'll even tip.
There you go.
There we go. That's how you get in their head.
This is what Optic needs, starting to sort of feel a bit of a ride, a bit of momentum out at the start of this game, and they're getting it.
Yeah, and sure, like the VP top lane, they're applying pressure, but they're not really slowing down the Doom. They're throwing out the harassment, but he's 33 still farming just fine.
Dire's top tower is under
But Pasha is too, because of Solo being there. So both these, this Undying and this Warlock kind of acting as the same. But now, BPD, don't get the pressure on him. We'll just TP away.
Quick Infernal Blade there from 33 to hold Pasha back. And the mid lane as it continues, again, CCNC doing very well. 22 and 11 against the 18 for 5, getting a fair few denies in this lane.
Yeah, still quite a lot of last hits Unknown. He's really using the Tidebringer and having the, he got early the starting Quelling Blade and very early boots, so he can try to distance himself from the Link a little bit. But yeah, we'll CCNC favored. Bottom lane, Gale connects onto Pycat.
That's got Zai and Pycat both level 3. In fact, Pycat just hitting level 4 as well, so they have a good amount of burst to offer. They'll try with the Storm Roger to hold them back, but again, Ramses, he's in trouble. The lightning comes through again. Ramses, that's going to be the third time that he goes down in this lane. They may be able to get him as well. The Burrow Strike's back up from Zai in with the combo. Optic get both out of this bottom lane. Zai and Pycat having the absolute dream lane down here. This Sand King Leshrac. Dual lane looking incredibly strong, and top lane as well. 33 turns towards Pasha. Pasha's got the stick charges, it won't save him. 33 getting the kill on Pasha. It's 5-0, 2k lead for Optic Gaming at 5 minutes in.
It dove a little bit too hard into the tower. The stun, the War Stomp coming out from 33, plus getting hit by those, the level 2 decay plus Soul Rip. And this bottom pressure, I mean, this dual lane, this Sand King Leshrac, they are applying so much pressure, and there's already going to be arcane boots now in Pycat.
I mean,
so
yeah.
they always will have mana to be able to apply the pressure constantly onto Ramses. So Roger is kind of moving around a little bit, and
up top,
scary.
Trying to chase out PPD. Shadow Warp will bring him pretty low, but he should be fine. He's got the decay as well, giving him that extra HP to tank through it.
But looking for Roger, he actually jukes the Leshrac stun.
Yeah, these two are so scary down there. Getting these levels as well on the two of them.
I'd like to see them just keep that dual lane, to be honest. Just the two of them down there. They're completely shutting down Ramses, and Pycat's free farming. I think if Pycat gets left alone, that's when he's at risk of dying. So
top tower is under attack.
You said Pycat with the Arcane Zai with the Tranquils, so we can look to sort of lead around and set up for the combos.
He's putting wards down right now, and he could maybe look for a natural rotation, but I still would like to see him play around bottom mostly.
He's heading back over there.
It is spotted, so VP is going to be aware that this Sand King is going down, and I do believe they just saw that ward get placed down too.
Ramsey's starting to get a bit more farm out of this bottom lane.
Yep.
After going down 3 times there. The early beginnings of this laning stage. Zai returning. There's the Curry there, just keep vision on him.
Just teasing him a little bit.
And mid lane CCNC now heading 6 over no one's level 5, but no one, he sort of baited him in. He's got the combo, buying time for the TPs here. CCNC looking to be punished. TPs are coming through from Optic. Can Zai do anything to save CCNC? He's looking for the perfect angle for the Burrow Strike, but he can't find it. CCNC will fall. Return Zai, having to be careful. Will Burrow Strike himself up to the high ground at the same time. At top, Pasha runs down PPD, VP. They found 2. They may be able to find Zai as well here, as he can't get himself away. Burrow Strike is going to be there in a second, but the right clicks are too much. VP striking back.
That communication between them too, they don't just bring the ET, they double TP instantly as soon as the Razor steps up a bit too far. So you can tell that no one was asking for them more than likely to come in there when he gets that X.
Yeah, they were absolutely, they knew that
it was
if they were going on CCNC,
yeah,
Optic were going to be sending more members in as well, and VP, they knew that they could take that fight.
And they needed the Vano rotation, because even with Roger, they still had the minus like 57 damage or something on no one, so they were lacking a bit, so they secure that one with Ramses' quick rotation. Not reluctant to move that safe laner this early just to get a quick kill to catch him back up. And now, I mean, no one's level 6. Last hits are much better, 34-9 to 37-18.
Bottom lane, again, trying for the combo, but Pycat not quite on the mark there with the stun. Do get the sleep on to Zai. And Zai on the other side of the trees will be fine, able to back away. Top lane, 33 continuing to get pretty much free farm on his Doom. He's top CS at the moment. Same to be said for Pasha, though, very close behind, so...
He's level 7 though.
He's got the Tomb, but Solo's got the Shadow Word. This PPD dropping the Tombstone. Can they look to dive and chase this? 33 really wants to go for it with the Infernal Blade, but TPs are going to come in. 33 going pretty deep. That Shadow Word heal should be enough by the looks of it to keep Pasha alive. So Pasha's fine. In fact, he's heading straight back over. He wants to offer something to the fighters. No one has Solo come in. 33 getting surrounded here. The boat's going to be coming through. Solo's incredibly low. They get him over to the run, so Solo should be able to keep himself alive for now. PPD's trying to find him, but they've lost 33. PPD does find the kill on Warlock. At the same time, down bottom, they're going for the play. Pasha, level 6, has the Roar opening up here. Down bottom, Zai goes forward. Does finish off Ramsey's top lane. They do find the kill onto PPD.
And Zai ticks out. And now CCNC makes the move. No one. Quickly brought down.
Up and down the map there. So how are we seeing that one end up? Well, with 3 going down, I believe, on both sides. Pretty crazy. Will be the 2 cores falling from VP. Overall, of course, the fight recap does not work. It's perfect there. More than 2 people died. Come on.
Looks pretty much even, actually, when it comes all out to it. Doom was used, but Roar was used also. CCNC rotates top. Now Solo gets some experience mid. Did Roger get the experience for the Zai kill? It looks like he did get the experience for the Zai kill, at least.
But I mean, already, though, it can certainly be said that this game, it's looking a million times better for Optic. This is looking 9.5 minutes in, 8-6, 1K lead for Optic. Incredibly close. This is the sort of games that we'd hope for an Optic playing very aggressively. That Zai actually dispels the smoke straight away, though. Zai will get a ward down as well, so he's getting very crucial information there. Neat little play from Zai. May cost him his life, though. If they do find the X mark, he's not getting himself out of this one as the boat comes down. Zai will fall, but he tanks the gank. He gets some crucial information on VP and makes it so the rest of Optic are aware of VP. We're going to try for that smoke play.
Some space. You see Pycat bottom, cuts the wave, starting to pressure the tower, but top, 33 gets roared, and Ramses has the follow-up.
He's there as well. TPs are going to be coming through. CCC is there with the wraparound. In fact, Pasha's in trouble with the ultimate out for CCNC. They're going to take down Pasha, so that is a roar that doesn't result in any sort of positive action for VP. Same time down bottom, Pycat is level 7, looking for Roger. He's got the stun, even though the sleep comes out, but the AoE damage from Pycat, bringing Roger down low, but the TP reactions again, they'll come through. They do still lose Roger, but it may cost Pycat his life, as no one on Ramses, they responded, and they will punish Pycat for looking for that play.
Incredibly active game from both mid laners. We see no one trying to match the movements of CCNC. CCNC's been all over the place.
No one? That's going to head up to Zai.
Check if the bounty rune's there.
Dropping the Tombstone, the 2 of them. No one is level 8. He does have the boat available if he wants to get the rum upon him. He will indeed send it in. Actually, has backup as well, but
CCNC's here.
They got the Burrow Strike again, and they're going to get this blow. He's trying to get himself back towards the shrine. Is the rum and the shrine enough? It may just be. He's got Roger and Solo here as well. Solo slowing down CCNC and PPD here with the upheaval. No one turns, but he falls. PPD gets him with the decay. Ramses tries for the gale, but he's not going to connect onto Zai. Pasha will come across, but CCNC's there as well as Pycat. Chasing in, straight around that turn with the counting offering, but Zai Burrow Strike forward. Ramses gets a big hold. He's going to have to force CCNC and Pycat to back off a little bit. Zai with the epicenter looking for Solo, but Solo's Shadow Word keeping him alive. Zai now drawing the attention of VP away from the rest of members of Optic Gaming. He's got Burrow Strike available and a TP. Is there any way he can play his way out of this? Gale will connect, and it looks like he will indeed go down as he accepts his fate, hands off the keyboard.
But during all that, that was all of VP responding, throwing several ults, while 33 just pressures top tower and farms.
Look at that, and look at CC.